Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to our live stream of today's Allianz PWR clash between the Exeter Chiefs Women and Sale Sharks. Leading out the Exeter Chiefs today on her 50th appearance for the club, Brooke Bradley. Fantastic to see her get such a warm reception from the crowd. It should be a fantastic encounter today. The Chiefs looking to bounce back after their difficult loss away to Bristol last weekend. Sale Sharks looking to find some form on the road after suffering that frustrating 5-point deduction following the EQP rule breach. Kicking off for the Chiefs today, Robin Wilkins returning to the starting lineup, having been away playing in the Celtic Challenge. Chiefs playing from left to right. Ball taken in well from the restart, but it's Rachel Johnson who makes a ferocious first tackle, putting her stamp on things straight away. This Chiefs forward pack is ferocious in defence, and the crowd already getting behind their team as they look to pin Sale back in their half. Good carry there from the Sharks though, getting them outside their 22. Ball passed back to Regione at 10, who sends a long spiral downfield. Awkward bounce to the ball for Wilkins, but she takes it well, finds Doige, who looks to straighten. Doige, one of a number of the Chiefs players who've recently been involved in England training camps ahead of the Six Nations. Ball carried up there by Clee Maloney. Bradley finds Wilkins again, out wide to Doige, who floats the pass out to Claudia McDonald. It's a lovely ball, but McDonald can't quite take it, and the Sharks look to counter. Well, the referee is coming back for the knock-on from McDonald, and we'll have our first scrum of the game. The Chiefs scrum has been anchored well by Lizzie Hanlon, the young tight end prop from Plymouth. Another of those being called into the England training squad ahead of the Six Nations. The young tight end looks like she's got a very bright future ahead of her. Let's see how this first scrum goes. Ball put in by Mary Grieve, the Sharks 9, and this scrum looked dominant there from the Chiefs, but it's a good pickup from the back by number 8, Joe Brown. Gets the Sharks out of trouble, and they're on the front foot. Nice carry through the midfield. Good quick ball here, finds Regione. Steps inside, and a lovely offload inside. Can't quite connect with Mary Grieve, but the Italian outside half showing the silky skills that she has been known for. Lovely attacking runner. And we pack down for our second scrum of the game. Our referee, Hamish Grant, laying down the law to the two front rows there. It's Hope Rogers, Clee Maloney and Lizzie Hanlon packing down against Anne Young, Niamh Swales and Datisha Harper, the two front rows. Brooke Bradley to put the ball in. Lots of power from that Chiefs pack, but the ball's out the back. Bradley floats it into midfield, taken forward by Cantona. Carries the ball well. Bradley again off the back, finds Wilkins. Looks to float the ball out wide. It's number 14, Lauren Delaney, the co-captain of the Sharks, who manages to get in the way. But it's a knock-on from the visiting winger. And we will have our third scrum in less than 3 minutes. Looks to be a fantastic crowd in Sandy Park here today. The West Grandstand looking almost full on a weekend when we've got Six Nations action. Fantastic to see so many fans coming out to cheer on the Chiefs women at home. Referee unhappy there, offering a free kick to the Chiefs, and the home side are immediately on the attack. It's Kaneko Kobayashi driving through the midfield. Referee holds his arm out for a penalty advantage, and it's Brooke Bradley who kicks the ball ahead. Nothing coming from there, though, and we return back for the penalty just inside Chiefs territory. I'm sure this will be one for Wilkins to drive deep into Sale Sharks' half. Just waiting for a ball. Here we are then, Wilkins looking to find touch. Welsh outside half gives it a thump, but doesn't quite have the legs. And it's taken in by number 11, Rachel Woozy, tackled by Ellie Sinclair. Picked up well through the middle there by the Sharks. And again, finding space in and around the Chiefs' ruck. Do good pick and goes, getting them on the front foot. Ball finds Regioni again. Nice pass to Harper in the midfield, who that's a big fend on Gabby Cantona. She is a powerful rugby player, Datisha Harper. Ball's on the deck, but Sharks maintain possession. Nice footwork in the midfield, and good quick ball. Regioni finds Harper again. Fantastic tackle by Rachel Johnson. Lassoed the big tight head prop around the ankles. Sharks look to pick and go again. And they are awarded a penalty. Referee telling the Chiefs players to get out of the way on ruck time. And Sale will be pleased with the opening stanza. They've looked good with ball in hand. And Regioni will kick for the corner. Doesn't make a huge amount of ground, but the ball is safe. And Sharks will have the throw into the line out just inside Chiefs territory. There's a Sale player down there in the backfield. Looks like it might be Katana Howard, the American international, who's down. Hopefully nothing too serious. She's an important player for this Sharks team. The Eagle International is up and about, and we will continue with that Sale line out. Niamh Swales then looking to find her arrows. The first line out of the match. She floats it up. It's a lovely take from Iona Antwis. Good drill there from the visitors, and they look to their drive-in maul game. Not making much ground, so they spread it wide out to Regioni, who chips ahead. Finds some space in the backfield. It's well taken by Katana Howard. She offloads well. Regioni again. Floats the ball out wide. Rachel Woozy on the attack. Tries to go around Merendoy. She's well tackled by the Chiefs fullback. But it's a penalty given away at ruck time by Exeter Chiefs winger Ailey Sinclair. Referee saying she didn't enter the ruck from the back foot. And Sale will be looking to put the ball into the corner. Great attacking position here from the visitors. And some shouts of Sale coming from the crowd. It's a long old way to travel for any visiting supporters, so big well done to anyone who's made the trek down from Manchester. It was a nice first line out from the visiting side. And it's going to be Niamh Swales again looking to find her mark. Just calling for a towel to dry down the ball. Full line out here. Two very powerful forward packs. It's a big locking combination for the Sale Sharks. They go to the safe ball at the front and look to set up that driving maul again. They turned the ball infield. Referee's told them to use it once. It's not moving anywhere as we stand. Ebony Jeffries and Maisie Allen got themselves into an awkward position there, and Sale looked to be struggling to get that ball back. Very good line-out defensive work from the Exeter Chiefs, and it's Poppy Leach who comes out of there last with her hands on the ball. The Chiefs captain is a real technician in the line-out, and she's done fantastically well to disrupt the visitors' ball there. Important for the home side to hold out with 8 minutes gone on the clock. We pack down for another scrum. Not the sort of place you want to be scrummaging from, 5 metres out from your own line. But this Chiefs pack have looked powerful in the set piece so far. Brooke Bradley feeds the ball in. And the power tells. Hope Rogers at loose head is such a dynamic scrummager, but she is down, and that is going to be worrying for the Chiefs side. She's such an important player for this Exeter team. Taking a bit of time to get up. But she looks to be all right. She's made of tough stuff, the Eagles' loose head. And she did a fantastic job to earn a penalty there for her team. Robin Williams again then. Robin Wilkins, apologies. Drives the ball into touch. And the Chiefs will have the line out just outside their 22. Relieving a little bit of pressure, and it's Clea Maloney who's going to throw in for the Chiefs' first line out of the day. Poppy Leach with the call. Dummy to the front. Complicated line-out move, but it works well. And the Chiefs are on the march. Linda van der Velden winning the ball. Referee's got his arm out for advantage again. Brooke Bradley powers her way into contact. And the referee has given a penalty. Looks like side entry there at the Mall. Number 8 in at the side. That's Joe Brown for the visitors. Now the Chiefs back-to-back penalties, slowly working their way upfield. Wilkins again then. Plays it safe into the crowd, and the Chiefs will have the line out. This time just on the right side of the 10-metre line. Maloney again to call in. Good to see Van der Velden getting a run out again. She's been away with the Netherlands for a few weeks. And there she is. Totemic taking the ball, and it's Gabby Cantona on the crash. Just up to halfway. Poppy Leach round the corner, finds Rachel Johnson. Bradley just about gets the ball out to Wilkins. Kobayashi floats it out, and it's McDonald on the wide outside. She is such a powerful runner, Claudia McDonald. So dynamic. Ebony Jeffries this time carries the ball forward. Chiefs making good ground with each carry. Bradley again finds Wilkins. Out to Cantona. Van der Velden charging her way through 2 tackles. The big Dutch international. And the Chiefs are on the march. Rachel Johnson again. This time it's Lizzie Hanlon. Juggles a little bit and is well met in defence by a pair of Sharks forwards. Hope Rogers. The ball out the back to Ailey Sinclair, but she's called for crossing, and Rigioni is off. She doesn't mess around. The Italian 10, she's impressive to watch. Little chip ahead, but Clea Maloney does very well to get back there and clear up for the Chiefs. They find Hope Rogers, charges forward again, and this time Chiefs looking to set up for the box kick. Bradley to send it up. Up it goes. Good length on it, but it's well taken back there by the Sharks full-back, Vicky Aowen, but she's well tackled by Van der Velden. And it's Sharks on the ball on the halfway line. Mary Grieve ships the ball out. Looks like Tatisha Harper carrying the ball in. She makes some good yards, does the tight head prop. And they come again, the Sharks. Nice dummy, but Lizzie Hanlon does well to track across and make the tackle. Murray Grieve picks and goes. And she's well met by Ebony Jeffries. Rachel Johnson over the ball. The American number 8 doing fantastic work at ruck time, and she wins the turnover penalty. It has been a very physical opening 13 minutes here. Both packs going hell for leather. Wilkins again sends the ball downfield. That's a much better kick from the Welsh outside half. And the Chiefs will have the line-out ball just outside Sharks 22. They haven't had much ball in Sharks territory since the opening few minutes, so it'll be good for the home team to set up camp. It looks like Vicky Irwin, the Sharks fullback, who's receiving a little bit of treatment just where the line-out's going to be thrown in. So we'll pause for now while she's seen to by the medical staff. Feels like an important fixture, this one, for the Exeter Chiefs. Disappointed to lose away at Bristol last weekend. They'll have ambitions for returning to those playoffs and final places that they've had the last couple of seasons. Important to get some momentum back in front of a big home crowd. I can start here with Maloney throwing the ball in. Few dummies, but again, it finds Van der Velden at the back, and it's Maisie Allen who comes away with the ball. To Sinclair, to Ebony Jeffries, bursting through the middle. Quick ball now. Bradley out to Wilkins. Poppy Leach over the top to Claudia McDonald. One-on-one situations is where she thrives. Fantastic score from the Chiefs winger, Claudia McDonald. McDonald, of course, one of the Red Roses stars that have been performing so well over recent years. Since her move down to Devon, she has been in prolific try-scoring form for the Chiefs as Cantona lines up to take the conversion. Good clean strike. And the 2 points are good. Exeter Chiefs take the lead 7-0 just after the quarter of an hour mark. Exeter Chiefs on the attack again then. Sorry, we lost sound for a second there. Ailey Sinclair coming down the wing. But unfortunately the ball infield is turned over and Sale Sharks are back on the attack. Penalty given away then by the Chiefs, not happy. Referee Hamish Grant not happy with the work done at the breakdown by Poppy Leach going off her feet. And Rigioni has an opportunity to drive the visitors deep into Exeter Chiefs territory. Niamh Swales to throw in. Front ball again for the Sharks, and this time they pop out. Ball in field to Niamh Swales. And they're on the front foot. Grieve infield to Joe Brown. She is well met by Robin Wilkins, doing some sterling work in defence there, the outside half. Grieve again to Rajoni. Out the back, finds Harper, onto Irwin. Nice hands. Katana Howard driving the ball forward. Rajoni, oh, tried the clever out the back offload. Unfortunately not going to hand. And it's going to be Exeter Chiefs with the line out just inside their own 22. Line out has looked very secure so far. Van der Velden taking everything thrown in from Clee Maloney. And again, they go to Van der Velden. She is so good in that area of the game. Chiefs set up a driving maul. Clee Maloney at the back. Bradley fires it infield, but along the ground. Well cleaned up in the end by Kaneko Kobayashi, having to do a lot of work, but Chiefs lucky to get away with one there. Beatrice Rajoni going off her feet, trying to turn the ball over. And the Chiefs will have a good opportunity to clear. Wilkins again sends it downfield, but doesn't quite find touch. And the Sharks can come back again. Frustrating one there. Grieve sends it infield. Oh, they go for the tip on. It doesn't quite work. Lovely hands. And it's the Chiefs on the counter-attack. Find Wilkins to Cantona, who drives it forward. And there's acres of space if the ball will just stay infield. But the bounce beats Ailey Sinclair. It was the right idea by Gabby Cantona. There was lots of room in the backfield. Just ball kicking off this Sandy Park turf into touch before Sinclair could collect it. And the Sharks will breathe a sigh of relief. Niamh Swales again then to throw the ball in at this line out. Go to the back. Poppy Leach competes, but it's a nice drill. No room through for Mari Grieve though. Well shackled by Linda van der Velden. She's looked good since coming back into the team. Joe Brown this time plays scrum half, but fearsome defence from this Chiefs unit. Rachel Johnson again with the big hit. Struggling to get outside their own 22 here, the Sale Sharks. And Rajoni is forced to kick the ball away. Nasty bouncing ball, but Meryn Dodge does really well to take it. She sends the pass out to Claudia McDonald, who straightens well. And it's brought down in a great tackle by Katana Howard. Referee holds his hands out for advantage. Wilkins out to Kobayashi. Cantona out on the wide channel. Chips ahead. It's a nice chip kick, but doesn't quite bounce into Chiefs' hands. Rajoni doing the clear-up work back there, and we come back for the penalty. Hamish Grant. I can hear Susie Appleby next to me shouting for a scrum, but it looks like Robin Wilkins is going to the corner. And it's a good kick from the outside half. Chiefs on the attack then, just inside the Sharks 22. Good position here for the home team. And looks like we're going to have another break in play for one of the Sharks players to receive some treatment. It's been a caging opening half. Both teams will be frustrated, made a lot of mistakes. No one really stringing the phases together so far. Robert Wilkins making her first start of the season for the Exeter Chiefs. And just taking a little bit of time to settle in to this back line. Alex Tessier, who has been incumbent in the number 10 jersey so far, getting a well-deserved break after playing pretty much every minute of every match. As Clebenodi sends the ball in, and it's Poppy Leach this time who takes it. Maisie Allen bounces off the back, finds Wilkins. Lovely pass to Claudia McDonald, but she leaves the ball behind. And Sharks have a fantastic opportunity to clear their lines. Good kick, sends the ball back towards the halfway line, and Chiefs will be frustrated. Got to turn those pressure moments into points, and McDonald will be disappointed with herself there because she is normally so lethal given a half an inch of space. But they come again. Maloney once more to throw into the line out. In it goes from the Irish hooker to Poppy Leach. Those line-out drills really have been fantastic. Ebony Jeffries once again crashing the ball up in the midfield. Chiefs come back the other way to Doidge. Find Maloney. Over the top to Claudia McDonald. The flying winger makes good ground down that outside channel. Van der Velden again to Wilkins, who's well met in the midfield, but the referee has said the tackle was a little bit high. Find Cantona again in the midfield. She chips over the top, and it's gathered by Vicky Irwin, but we come back for that penalty. These penalties really starting to rack up against the Sharks, and it'll be important for the Chiefs to capitalise on this territory and possession. Wilkins once again then looks to the corner. Does the obligatory toss of grass to see which way the wind is blowing, which in Sandy Park is almost pointless because it's so hard to read. And the Chiefs will have a line out midway inside the Sale Sharks 22. Good attacking opportunity then. They call the full line out. But once again, just a little bit of hold up here while one of the Sharks players has a bit of treatment from a physio. And we're back underway. Maloney to throw in. Goes to the back, finds Van der Velden. Fantastic drill. And this Chiefs pack start to march. Maloney at the back. Gives the ball to Bradley, and they're into midfield. Cantona crashes it up. Forwards coming around the corner. Hope Rogers offloads to Maisie Allen. Good quick ball. Bradley picks and goes. She's well met in the fringe defence. Maloney picks up herself. Rachel Johnson this time makes good yards. Poppy Leach from the back. Finds Lizzie Hanlon. Juggles, but does well to hold the ball, the young tight end, and she's stopped just half a metre short. Chiefs still in possession. Pick and go, and they're over. Lovely score. Looks like Hope Rogers coming up with the ball. Conversion is good from Gabby Cantona. Exeter Chiefs then leading the Sale Sharks 14-0 with just under half an hour gone on the clock. Well, it hasn't been a classic, but Chiefs extending their lead there. Hope Rogers really is so powerful in those close-up positions. Unfortunate from the restart, just knocked on there from Kaneko Kobayashi, who was rushing in to try and take the ball. And Sharks have an opportunity to strike back. Grieve again then from the base finds Regioni, who's looked good when she's had ball in hand. Nice angle cut there from number 13, Ellen Ramsbottom. Out again, taken forward by Iona Antwist, the big second row. Grieve passes the ball into midfield. Good carry from Antwist's second row partner, Erica Jarrell. And the Sharks are into Exeter Chiefs 22. Nice offload. Kicked across field by Katana Howard. It's a lovely kick. And a superb try from the visitors. It's co-captain Lauren Delaney who gets the try. And that was lovely play from Katana Howard, just floating the crossfield kick over. Superb score. It's going to be fullback Vicky A. Irwin who lines up to take the kick. Just on the 15-meter line. Taking her time about the kick. It's lucky she hasn't got a shot clock. Steps up. Just drifting past the uprights. Can you give those to Tim? And the scores after half an hour here at Sandy Park. Exeter Chiefs 14, Sale Sharks 5. As Wilkins restarts. Finds grass. And Regioni forced to clear from almost on her own try line. Only finds Doige, who carries the ball up hard. Could clear out by Cantona. Lovely line from Hope Rogers. But the ball doesn't quite connect with Lizzie Hanlon. And the Sharks come again through Regioni. Well tackled by Ailey Sinclair. It's a nice carry by the other co-captain, Georgie Perris-Redding. And the Sharks clear. It's going to be Exeter Chiefs to have the throw into the line out then. Just inside the Sharks' 10-meter line. This line out has been so effective thus far. Let's see if Maloney can connect once more. Up it goes, Captain Poppy Leach off the top to Brooke Bradley. And Cantona crashes the ball up with Ebony Jeffries in the midfield. Bradley again then, finds Van der Velden. Out to Wilkins. Drops the ball in the back, but doesn't quite connect with Kobayashi, who's to drop back on it. Bradley again. Nice offload from Lizzie Hanlon to Hope Rogers. Two props working in tandem. They go back down the short side this time. Poppy Leach finds Kobayashi again. Not making much ground here. The Chiefs on attack. Ball comes back to Ebony Jeffries, who carries forward powerfully. Wilkins finds Rachel Johnson. Bit more speed on the ball there. And Brooke Bradley sends the ball crossfield. It doesn't quite work for Aileen Sinclair, but the Scottish international winger fights her way through contact and scores a fantastic try for the home team. That was all about sheer determination. Great score. It was a speculative kick from Brooke Bradley, but she found space. And Sinclair wasn't quite able to gather it on the full, but collected the bounce, fought her way through contact, and that is a really important try for the Chiefs side. Cantona then lining up to add the extras. It's a lovely strike from the Eagles international. 100% off the tee so far. That puts the scores: Exeter Chiefs 21, Sale Sharks 5. Rigioni then to take the kickoff. She sends it downfield. Kobayashi this time takes it cleanly, and she offloads to Van der Velden, who goes hurtling into the Sharks' defence. And it's Lizzie Hanlon, the tight end prop, who breaks downfield, throws the dummy. Ebony Jeffries now back to Kobayashi. And it's quick ball, Brooke Bradley, but she's scragged before she can make the pass. Jeffries goes in to act at scrum half. To Wilkins, out the back. Poppy Leach tries to connect with Maisie Allen, but the ball goes forward. Promising play there, though, from the Exeter Chiefs. It was a lovely line cut by Lizzie Hanlon. She found herself in acres of space. Showed a real turn of pace as well for tight end. But now it's back to the basics as she lines up for the next scrum. This time, it's the Sharks who are awarded the penalty, though, going against number 1, Hope Rogers. Referee not happy with her setup, and Rigioni has the opportunity to take the visitors down into the Chiefs' half. It's a good kick to touch, and the team from the northwest will have the opportunity to throw into the line out on the Chiefs' 10-metre line. Niamh Swales gets the call then from Anne Youngs. And it's a lovely drill again. Oh, referee stops the game. And it looks like we're going to have the line out again. Sale guilty of holding Iona Antwis up for too long. Chiefs also have got to be careful not to take out the player while they're in the air. So referee resets things, and we go again. It's Wales once more. This time, though, it's over the top and into the arms of Clee Maloney, who charges forward, well taken down by Rajoni and Lizzie Hanlon once again then. But the ball comes loose in contact and is cleaned up by this Sharks team. And they're back on the ball. Katana Howard spots space, and it's a fantastic kick from the inside centre. Meryn Doidge, stuck down in Coffin corner, finds Claudia McDonald, who uses her footwork to escape the first tackle. Bradley again finds Hope Rogers. There was space on the outside if Rogers had given the pass, but she took the ball into contact, and the ball is back for Robin Wilkins, who sends it into touch. Katana Howard has shown a fantastic kicking game in this opening half. She put that lovely crossfield kick in for Lauren Delaney to get the try, and that was a very cultured right boot to find space in the Chiefs' backfield. Just building pressure. And Sharks with the throw in inside the Exeter 22. Ball goes to the front. But the referee calls the penalty. It's a technical one. The Sharks passing the ball beyond the first player coming into the maul, which you can no longer do. Ball has to work its way to the back of the maul these days. And it's a frustrating penalty for the Sale side to give away, because that was a great attacking position. Gives Exeter Chiefs and Robin Wilkins easy exit and relieves the pressure. As the half starts to draw to a conclusion, Clee Maloney once again to throw into the line out. That drill really has been superb. Maisie Allen off the top. Looks to find Brooke Bradley, but the ball's lost forward. And Robin Wilkins has to dive back there to try and rescue the situation. The Chiefs do still have possession, and they've got numbers on this right-hand side if they can find it. Instead, Hope Rogers puts her head down and makes good yards with the carry. They set up the long ruck then for Bradley. Bradley sends it up. It's taken in by Rachel Woozy, who finds Vicky Irwin. The sun's come out and is streaming across Sandy Park as Sale Sharks come back onto the attack. Good tackle there by Rachel Johnson. Ailey Sinclair went over the top to look for the turnover, but didn't quite get it, and the Sharks are still in possession. Ebony Jeffries this time competing hard over the ball, but once again the visitors retain possession. Rajoni goes for the chip over the top, but it's well cleared up by Hope Rogers, and if there's quick ball, the Chiefs can find some space. Kobayashi kicks deep, looking to connect with Claudia McDonald, and that is a lovely try from the home team. Kaneko Kobayashi spotting the space, putting it into the backfield, and Claudia McDonald backing her pace. She really has got fantastic pace, the Chiefs' number 11. When she puts the hammer down, she is very hard to stop. And that's a nice way for the Chiefs to round out the half. Cantona then looking to maintain her 100% record off the tee. Another lovely clean strike from the USA Eagles, number 12. And that brings halftime scores. Exeter Chiefs 28, Sale Sharks 5. Half-time scores then. Exeter Chiefs 28, Sale Sharks 5. Bit of a scrappy first half, but thank you all to everyone watching along at home. We'll be back after the half-time break as the Chiefs look to extend their lead. A very warm welcome back. Exeter Chiefs and Sale Sharks return to the pitch. Chiefs leading 28-5 after a scrappy first half, but they will be looking to extend their score in front of a fantastic crowd here at Sandy Park. Beatrice Regioni to kick us off, and the ball taken in by Kaneko Kobayashi, who once again finds Van der Velden, who's looked powerful with ball in hand all match so far. Bradley out into the midfield, carried forward by Hanlon. Bradley again finds Wilkins to Cantona. Maisie Allen marauding in those wide outside channels. She looks for the ball back in field, but can't quite connect with her fullback, vice-captain Meryn Doidge. But a promising opening to this second half. The Chiefs will be looking to get the ball into the hands of players like Maisie Allen more. We know how dangerous she is when she can get on the front foot. Another of those players who's earned their place in the wider Red Roses squad. Toured with them in the summer and will be looking to get back into things during the upcoming Six Nations. Short break in play here, while Sale Sharks number 9, Mary Grieve, is checked over by the medics. It looks like we could be coming on for our first couple of replacements of the day. Leaving the field, number 2, Niamh Swales. She's replaced by number 16, Amber Shona. We set up for the first scrum of this second 40. Chiefs look to have the edge in the first half, but a couple of penalties going against them. They'll be looking to get back on the front foot in the set piece. Mary Grieve to put in. And there is that formidable Chiefs pack. They've pushed Sale Sharks off the ball, and this is great attacking ball. Meryn Doidge hits the line, tries to get it out to Claudia McDonald, but the pass hits the deck, and McDonald can't quite gather it, and it's Regioni now who goes streaking away down the Chiefs' right-hand side, eventually dragged down by Kobayashi, but it's good front foot ball here for the visitors. Georgie Paris-Redding carrying it up into the midfield. Rachel Johnson once again the forefront of that defensive line. Regioni this time coming down the blind, bumps off Bradley and is hauled down by Poppy Leach. Rachel Johnson again shooting out the line, but she can't stop the pass, and it's nice interplay by the Sharks, just knocked on there by tight head prop Tatisha Harper. She'll be disappointed with that because the Sharks looked good. If they can hold the ball and string some phases together, they will stress this Chiefs defence. It's just making sure that they can cut out those errors that are stopping their game right now. And we pack down for our second scrum of the second 40. The Chiefs super fans with their usual knocked it on chant. They are nothing if not consistent. Brooke Bradley then on her 50th to put the ball in. A fantastic achievement for Bradley. She was an understudy to Flo Robinson a lot of last year and has had the opportunity to come out of her shell in this 23-24 season. Maisie Allen carrying the ball up on that occasion. Bradley sends it back to Wilkins inside her 22, drives the ball deep. The sun is right in the eyes of these Sharks players for the second 40. It's not going to be nice taking some of those high balls, but they've done well on this occasion and they're back on the attack. Iona Antwis giving the ball, but it's drifted forward and we'll have another scrum. I think this is one of those matches you might describe as for the purists. Bradley again then. A reminder of those front rows. It's Hope Rogers, Clea Maloney and Lizzie Hanlon packing down against Anne Young, Amber Shonut and Datisha Harper. Chiefs break into the midfield. Nice ball from Bradley to Cantona. Good quick ball here to Wilkins. Out to Kobayashi. She floats the ball wide to Ailey Sinclair. Sinclair scored that superb try in the first half. Cuts in field. Does well to fight through contact. She is hard to stop, Ailey Sinclair. Doesn't know when she's tackled. Ball back in field. This time, captain Poppy Leach carrying forward. She releases, picks up and goes again. Bradley to Wilkins. Out the back to Cantona. Carries forward. Lovely hands from Hope Rogers. Tries to flick the ball over the top to Kobayashi, but she can't quite gather it. And once again, an opportunity goes begging. Frustrating there for Sale Sharks, though. You could see what they were trying to do. Catch the Chiefs on that transition. Drive the ball deep, but this time the kick going out on the full. And the Exeter team handed a great attacking opportunity just outside the Sale Sharks 22. A reminder of the scores: Exeter Chiefs 28, Sale Sharks 5. Inside the opening 10 of this second half. Complicated line-out drill, but again, it's Van der Velden who takes the ball well, and Maisie Allen breaks away from the back of that line-out. Carries the ball well, and she makes great ground. Shonut comes charging in at the side. The referee's not going to miss that one. Susie Appleby screaming at Brooke Bradley to tap and go. But this Chiefs side are in no hurry, and Robin Wilkins sends the ball into the corner. Good to see Maisie Allen getting her hands on the ball a couple of times at the start of this second half. She was a bit quiet in the opening 40. We know what a dynamic rugby player she is. Come through the university pathway down here in Exeter and all the way into the Red Roses camp. Line out goes in, Poppy Leach takes it, and they immediately get on the drive. That's dragged down. Referee's got his arm out for the advantage. Clea Maloney breaks away, drives her way towards the line. The referee's going to have a conversation with his AR here because he's not sure. But the try is given. Clea Maloney popping off the back of that driving ball. She is such a powerful player and gets the Chiefs' 5th of the day. The Exeter Chiefs know that their pick-and-go game is one of the strongest aspects of this squad. In many ways, they've learnt a lot from the blueprint laid down by the Chiefs men over the years, and they are playing some fantastic rugby at the moment. Replacement then for the Exeter Chiefs. Big cheer as Claudia McDonald leaves the field, replaced by another youngster, Danielle Priest, who's had a great breakthrough season. Cantona lines up to take the conversion. She's been flawless off the tee so far. Let's hope that's not a commentator's curse. Another beautiful strike. She is kicking the ball so well at the moment. Adds the extras. Brings the scores up to 35-5. Rigioni then sends the ball back into play from the restart. No one gets under it from the Chiefs, and it bounces out. And it's going to be Sale Sharks' ball. Looks like another couple of replacements coming on for the Chiefs here. Leaving the field, number 3, Lizzie Hanlon, and number 6, Ebony Jeffries, replaced by number 20, Harriet Miller-Mills, and number 18, Dalika Menin. It's all going on here for the Chiefs. Linda van der Velden manages to steal the line out, but the referee spots a little bit of a forward pass there. And we're back for the scrum. As the Sale Sharks look to make some replacements, coming on number 17 and 18, Katie Benson and Nick James, for Anne Young and Datisha Harper. So all new front row then for the visitors, and they're straight into the scrum. Looks like Harriet Miller-Mills, who can play in the second row, is packing down on the blindside flank. Fantastic signing for the Chiefs this season. Miller-Mills coming back after taking a year away from the sport. She has looked powerful with ball in hand, and that Chiefs scrum is causing all sorts of problems. They will lose nothing having Dalika Menin on the field. Canadian international, very, very powerful tight head prop. Sharks try to float the ball into the midfield, doesn't quite work, but they are still in possession. Referee says everything's gone backwards and we play on. Grieve then, back into the midfield. They go for another offload. It's helter-skelter rugby, but the referee's blown his whistle and we come back for the knock-on. Chiefs need to settle down a little bit here, keep the ball in hand for a bit, go through the phases. And this is a good opportunity. Midfield scrum. Rachel Johnson could break off the back here. On the right, the Chiefs have set up Gabby Cantona and Ailey Sinclair, with Robin Wilkins and Meryn Doige right behind this scrum. Looks like they're coming to the left though. Rachel Johnson finds Wilkins to Kobayashi, who straightens well. It's a good tackle coming across there from Grieve. Quick ball though. Maisie Allen floats it over the top to Danielle Priest. Priest, a product of Exeter College, really has stormed onto the scene so far this season as Van der Velden makes good yards through the midfield. She's carried so well this afternoon. Cantona finds Dalika Menin. And off Menin goes. Look at the pace on the tight head prop. She's dragged down just 5 meters short. Kobayashi picks up quickly. Referee's got his arm out for the advantage. It looks like Rogers who takes it forward. Out to Poppy Leach. She's over the line. Can she get the ball down? No. It looks like the referee, has he given the try? No, he's come back for the penalty. And it's a yellow card given against Sale Sharks. It looks like one of the replacement props is leaving the field. Poppy Leach managing to get the ball over the line, but not quite getting the ball down. Looks like Linda van der Velden is getting a little bit of treatment there. Van der Velden has been superb this afternoon. She's looked so dynamic with ball in hand. Really got the Chiefs on the front foot. Carried the ball well. They may not be winning on the scoreboard, but I've got to give a shout out to the Sale Sharks replacements bench, who are currently dancing away to Pump It Up that's going through the speakers. Right, Chiefs tap and go. Pay attention, Jack, to the rugby. Ball squirts out the side of the ruck. Harriet Millett-Mills couldn't quite control it on the floor, and Sharks have a get out of jail, although it looks like Hope Rogers has just manhandled the entire ruck back over the dry line, and they'll have a put into the scrum for the Exeter Chiefs. Let's see if they can maintain possession this time. Perfect attacking opportunity, and the Sharks are going to have to make a replacement. And Young is coming back onto the field because of that yellow card. All right then, Brooke Bradley to put the ball into the scrum. Chiefs with the perfect attacking opportunity, 5 metres out, midfield scrum. Rachel Johnson taps and goes from the penalty. Carries hard into that defence. Rigioni is brave defender, but Hope Rogers driving for that line. Did she manage to get the ball down? No. And Sale Sharks come away with it. Rigioni then clears her lines well. Fantastic take by Brooke Bradley, going backwards over her shoulder, and she heads forwards back into the Sharks 22, offloads the men in. She carries forward. Chiefs chants going around the ground here. Meryn Deutsch cuts a lovely line. That is wonderful play from the Exeter Chiefs fullback, who sends the pass out to Ailey Sinclair. Lovely try from the Exeter Chiefs. It was the Exeter Chiefs fullback, Meryn Deutsch, cutting a lovely angle against the grain. She is a lovely runner with ball in hand, very balanced. And she gave the winning pass out to Ailey Sinclair for the try, as the Chiefs make a couple more replacements coming off. Number 7, Maisie Allen, and number 1, Hope Rogers, replaced by number 17, Abby Middlebrook, and number 21, Taz Bricknell. Good showing there from both Rogers and Maisie Allen. They'll be key to the Chiefs going forward, as Gabby Cantona lines up what is probably her most difficult kick of the afternoon. It's another good strike, but it doesn't. Oh, fantastic conversion. I thought that had gone under the bar. Great kick by Cantona. She has been flawless from the tee this afternoon, and that makes the scores 42-5. We've got another host. Rigioni then with the restart. She almost took the referee out. Good reflexes from Hamish Grant, but no one underneath it, and it's going to be Chiefs to throw in at the line out. We've got a host of changes as well for the Sale Sharks, which we'll get over to you as soon as we can. Clea Maloney then continues with her darts to the line out, finds her captain Poppy Leach, and they go to the driving maul once more. And they make good ground there, the Chiefs pack. They're already up to that halfway line. Sale Sharks have done well to slow the tide, but not for long, as they break down that blind side. It's Ailey Sinclair once more who's got the ball in hand. Poppy Leach finds Bricknell in the midfield. Bradley again, out to Wilkins, to Rachel Johnson. Makes good yards through the contact, Johnson. Wilkins looks infield, finds the rangy Harriet Miller-Mills. And this is good attacking play from the Chiefs. They found some rhythm here. Leach out, finds Danielle Priest on the wide outside. She tries to get the ball back in field, but it just goes to deck. A little knock on in the process gives the Sharks advantage. Well, Bricknell absolutely powering into tackles. Oh, as is Rachel Johnson. That is a terrifying back row that the Chiefs have got on the field. But the Sharks send it down, and Rigioni clears well to touch. She's got a good cultured right boot, Rigioni. She's looked very good all afternoon. Once again, it's going to be Exeter Chiefs to throw into the line out with good attacking ball midway between the Sale Sharks 10 metre and 22. Leach makes the call. It goes back to Van der Velden, who has been rock solid all afternoon. Bricknell breaks away, finds Bradley. Out to Johnson once again, who does so much of that hard work. But Chiefs aren't there quick enough, and Rigioni gets over the ball. She really has got it all, the Sale Sharks outside half. She's very physical, she's not afraid of a tackle, and she's good over the ball. And it's Rigioni herself who clears the penalty to touch. Good kick, takes the Sharks up to the halfway line. It's replacement Amber Shonut who's going to throw into the line out. Doesn't quite work, and the ball goes over the top, gathered by Maloney. Rachel Johnson finds Bricknell. Charges forward towards that Sharks 22-metre line. There's space out wide if the Chiefs can get it there. Lovely pass from Wilkins. Finds Sinclair. Puts the ball through on the boot. Ooh, is that carried over? No. Referee is saying it's going to be a goal line dropout. Good covering from Lauren Delaney, the Sharks co-captain. Just to work hard to get back there. Chiefs starting to find some space in these wide outside channels. It's going to be Rigioni who takes the restart. Oh, it's gone short, and it's well gathered by Clee Maloney. Chiefs then on the attack inside the Sharks 22. Abby Middlebrook finding space and soft shoulders into the midfield. Cantona finds Dalika Menin. Oh, Dalika Menin, not to be stopped. She released the ball, regathered it, and charged over for her first try of the afternoon. Fantastic score from the Canadian tight end. Menin is such a weapon to be able to bring off the bench. She is lethal in open play, very quick, very dynamic, and well worked score there for the home side. Now, can Cantona maintain her 100% record from the boot? Yes, she can. Exeter Chiefs 49, Sale Sharks 5. It is so important in this PWR league to have a kicker who can nail those clutch kicks, and Cantona has shown this afternoon why she's so important to the Exeter Chiefs side, as Regioni sends another restart deep into Chiefs territory. Doige puts boot to ball, and it's a lovely kick from the Exeter Chiefs fullback. Finds grass, drives the ball deep into Sharks territory, and when you've got a lead like this, you can afford to say to the opposition, go on, see if you can play from there. Sharks look like they're going to be emptying the bench. Returning from her yellow card, number 17, Katie Benson. Also coming onto the field, number 23, Nikita Prothero. Shonut then, whose darts haven't quite been on point since coming off the bench. Let's see if she can get this one right. They go for a safe banker ball at the front, but Harriet Miller-Mills disrupts. And the Chiefs manage to get their hands on the ball. What's the referee called? 2 knock-ons, one from Sale, one from Chiefs, and we're going to have a scrum down. Scrum down then, as we've got about 15 minutes left on the clock. Chiefs scrum on the right hand side of the field. Bradley to put the ball in. Good solid scrum once again. This time it's Ailey Sinclair crashing the ball up from the back of that scrum, but Sharks do very well to get over it. Have they got it? Not quite. Back to Leach. Ball in field to Van der Velden. Brooke Bradley again at the base of that ruck. Referee holds out an arm in advantage. Kobayashi puts the ball on the toe. Will the ball set up for Danielle Priest? It will. She's dragged down a metre short. Referee says it's off the boot. And it's Harriet Miller-Mills this time. Picks the ball up from the back of the ruck, spins and dots over for the try. It was a lovely kick through by Kobayashi, which set it up. Well finished off by Harriet Miller-Mills. Miller-Mills really just brings that experience that is so important to a young Chiefs side. We've seen what she can do. She's done it for England on the international stage. And coming back, having taken some time away for the game, she seems invigorated this season. Been a really wonderful addition to Susie Appleby's squad. Cantona from this wide right-hand side. Let's see how she goes. Sends it up. This one drifts just across the face of the posts. The 100% record is gone for Cantona. She's still kicking wonderfully well. That puts the scores: Exeter Chiefs 54, Sale Sharks 5. And it looks like another youngster coming onto the field for the Exeter Chiefs. Ball then back to Van der Velden, who once again gets through that first tackler. She really is hard to stop, Van der Velden, when she gets going. It's Rachel Johnson who's made way for Kate Smith to come onto the field, so a bit of a reshuffle in the Chiefs pack. As Vicky Irwin sends it downfield, Robin Wilkins drives the ball deep. Bit of a mix-up, but Ragioni does well to claim the ball. And Sharks have the ball on this halfway line, spreading it out. Yamamoto's on the field. She gets the ball wide. The Chiefs have stripped the ball, and it is once again Delika Menin who powers her way forwards. Bradley out to Kobayashi, finds Wilkins, floats the ball over the top to Priest. It's a lovely pass. Danielle Priest cuts in field. Well brought down, though, by an arriving Sale defender. Middlebrook. Oh, what a line. Taz Bricknell. Oh, that is some defensive effort. It is, I think, Georgie Peris-Redding who's tracked back there. And the co-captain for Sale Sharks has done a remarkable job to hold the ball up. Last replacement then for the Exeter Chiefs, leaving the field, number 2, Clee Maloney. She's been replaced by number 16, Daisy French. As they continue their attack, Kobayashi this time, carrying the ball forward into contact, just inside the Sharks' 22. Bradley picks and goes, finds French fresh on the field, but she's driven into touch well by Lauren Delaney. And it's going to be Sharks who have the line out inside their own 22. Fantastic to say that there are 1,366 people in the stadium today. That really is wonderful support. Very important to see so many people here supporting the women's game. Week in, week out, they turn up for this side. And on a Six Nations Sunday, to have over 1,000 people in the stands is brilliant news. Here we go then. It's going to be Shona to throw into this line-out. Kate Smith defending at the front, does well to get up and compete for the ball. But Shawnett has managed to wrestle back possession, and the Sharks look to build from inside their 22. Long way to go here, though. Ball's floated infield. Harriet Miller-Mills makes the tackle that time. Ragioni picks and goes. Lovely cat flap offload. She's got all the skills. Linda van der Velden tracking back to make a tackle. But a little knock on at the base of the ruck. Looked like number 20, Vicky E. Irwin, who knocked the ball on there. And it's going to be Chiefs once again then, who have possession. Another put into the scrum. All new front row then for the Chiefs. Let's see how they go. It looks like a bit of a reshuffle. Kate Smith has gone into the second row. Harriet Miller-Mills dropping back to number 8. With Poppy Leach moving onto the flank. Bradley once again. Well, it's still a powerful scrum, but there's a little knock on at the back there. And tempers flaring a little bit. Sale Sharks will have the put in. Miller-Mills just knocking the ball on as she went to pick and go. Let's see if the Chiefs can apply some pressure to this Sale defensive scrum. Ball's gone in. Better scrum that time from the Sharks. And they look to clear forwards, but unfortunately, it doesn't go quite to plan. Ball rolls out, and it's going to be Chiefs to throw in at the line out. Chiefs supporters appreciative. Daisy French then with her first throw in. Lovely ball, finds Van der Velden. Bracknell breaks off the back, and Cantona cuts the line. Driving forward into the Sharks 22. Bradley again finds Van der Velden, who absolutely powers forward. She has been monstrous with ball in hand this afternoon. There's space on the right if ball can get there. Wilkins just goes to ground, and Sinclair can't quite gather it. Superb run from Van der Velden. She's looked physical with ball in hand all afternoon as the Sharks look to play out from their own 22. No quarter given though. Tough defensive line to breach this Chiefs. Drilled by Steve Salvin. And Yamamoto is forced to go to the boot. Taken by Wilkins. Feeds in field to Doige, who carries forward into that Sharks defensive line. Right, there's space here. Bricknell finds Leach. Floats the ball over the top to Priest. Cuts in field, the youngster. Offloads to Miller Mills. Lovely interplay there from the Chiefs replacements. This time it's Kate Smith. That looked high on Smith. But the Chiefs play on. Find Dalika Menin. Bradley sends it out. Kobayashi. Meryn Doige drifts well on the pass. Offloads to Ailey Sinclair. Pins her ears back, cuts in field, and scores the try. That's her hat-trick score for Ailey Sinclair. Lovely interplay by the Chiefs. But looks like Kate Smith is going to be leaving the field for HIA, and there's been a yellow card for Sale Sharks number 20, Vicky E. Irwin. Cantona then from the wide right-hand side. Cantona steps up. Strikes the ball well. Oh, it's off the post. But that makes the scores Exeter Chiefs 59, Sale Sharks 5. As we enter the final minutes then, Ragioni takes the restart again. Goes deep over the head of Kobayashi into the hands of Van der Velden, who carries again and once again breaks the first tackle. Bradley sends it back to Wilkins, who clears to touch. Nice solid exit there from the Exeter Chiefs. Shown it then as the Sharks look to mount one final attack in this game. It's much better line out. and they crash forward into midfield. It's Katana Howard who takes the ball forward. She was so prevalent in that first half, but the Chiefs have the ball back, and it's Miller Mills who comes galloping away. Infield to Maisie Allen, offloads wonderfully to Daisy French. This is free-flowing rugby from the Chiefs. French dragged down just on halfway. Poppy Leach, there's space out wide if they can get the ball there. They can. Kobayashi offloads to Meryn Doidge, steps in field, looks to get the final pass to Ailey Sinclair, but it just goes to deck. It was lovely interplay down this blind side from the Chiefs forwards. But unfortunately for the home team, they couldn't quite finish it off on that wide outside. And there are a few people down here for the Sharks. Beatrice Reggioni has run herself into the ground this afternoon. She's given everything and she's cramping up. Sharks go for the line-up, but once again it's overthrown and Daisy French can't quite hold it. The referee's going to bring it back for the not straight. And we're going to take a line-out, not the scrum. So, Chiefs then, with one last attacking opportunity of the game. Daisy French to throw into the line-out. She gets her instructions from Abby Middlebrook. Ball goes in to Captain Leach. Nice drill. And they go to their driving maul. Daisy French in the box seat at the back of that maul. She breaks away now. And Bradley takes the ball out. Decides to go herself. Bradley into the 22. And still going. Fighting her way forward. The young number 9. Sinclair steps in to play scrum half. Finds Menin, who once again gets on the front foot. Kobayashi, good pickup from the Japanese outside centre. And the Chiefs are on the front foot. Bradley again to Bricknell. Bit of a knock on there, but Wilkins does well. Gets the ball out to Danielle Priest. Priest tackled 10 metres short of the Sharks line. Infield to Middlebrook. Carries forward. Good carry from the replacement loosehead. Bradley again into midfield. Cantona to Wilkins. Kobayashi, lovely hands. It's a great final ditch tackle there from the Sharks. But is it going to be enough? No, it's not. It's Robin Wilkins who gets the score to round things off for the Exeter Chiefs in style. Ultimately, the pressure told on that occasion. The Chiefs have just had too much for the visitors today. It's been a valiant effort from the Sale Sharks. They've never given up, never stopped fighting. But the Chiefs' quality is really shown. Forwards and backs combining really well. Good handling across the board. And on that occasion, it's Robin Wilkins who dives over for the score. Cantona then, with what I suspect is the final kick of the match. She strikes it well, hasn't quite got the legs. And that is it. Exeter Chiefs 64, Sale Sharks 5. All in all, a fantastic performance by the Exeter Chiefs today. 64 points on the board, especially after last week's disappointment against Bristol Bears. They'll be pleased with that. But the season doesn't stop. They kick on now with plenty more games during this Six Nations period. We hope to see you all here as we take on Harlequins later in February. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you at Sandy Park very soon.